to the 2020 Highland Park Senior High graduation. My name is Melissa Headwall, and I'm the senior class advisor this year. Well, tonight does not look like other graduations you may have been a part of before. Our goal here is to celebrate the work you've done, the work you've accomplished in earning your high school diploma. We hope tonight is full of honor and celebration. I'd like to thank the honored guests who will be a part of this ceremony with us. Dr. Winston Tucker, the principal at Highland Park Senior High. Dr. Joe Gothard, the superintendent of St. Paul Public Schools. Dr. F.A. Agbamu, the assistant superintendent of St. Paul Public Schools. We have Ms. Zuki Ellis and Ms. Chantel Allen from the school board. We have Mr. Timothy Hayes, who has been voted on by the senior class as the senior class speaker. We have the senior class council. They'll be giving a speech in a while. And we have the Highland Band and choir doing various parts of the ceremony this evening. Thank you to everyone who's been able to put effort and talent into what we're doing tonight. We welcome friends and family who are here to celebrate with us, and thank you for being a part of this ceremony. And of course, we welcome the class of 2020. Thank you for the things you have done. Thank you for the work you have done. And we hope to celebrate all of those pieces this evening. In 2007, you entered the hallways of an elementary school as a kindergarten student. 2020 seemed like a really long way away. And yet here we are, cap and gown, ready to graduate and go out into the rest of the world. I've had the honor of working with the class of 2020. There are some things that really stand out about this class. You are an accomplished class. Many of you have participated and excelled in athletics and academics at the state level. This class is curious. The discussions that have been had in classes by the class of 2020 are some of the top. Your curiosity will take you a long way. And above all of those things, this class is kind. There's a quote that goes around regularly that says, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. You guys have done that very well. Please continue to cultivate these qualities as you go into the rest of your life. And we really look forward to the great things that you're going to do. Now, moving on with the rest of this evening, I'd like to introduce our principal, Dr. Winston Tucker.
Welcome to Highland Park Senior High School's 2020 commencement ceremonies. I'm Dr. Winston Tucker, proud principal. I first want to thank Melissa Headwall, science teacher, senior class advisor, and master of ceremonies tonight. She has worked tirelessly with the senior class council to make this event a special one. Next, I would like to introduce our honored guests for our graduation ceremonies. Welcome to English teacher, Mr. Timothy Hayes, school board members, Ms. Zuki Ellis and Ms. Chantel Allen, Assistant Superintendent, Dr. F.A. Agbamu, and Superintendent, Dr. Joe Gothard. A special welcome and thank you for the families, friends, staff members, and loved ones. These students are successful because of your belief, support, caring, and love all of these years. Most important, welcome to the class of 2020. Tonight's ceremony is one of those rare milestones in your life. Graduation is an important rite of passage as you transition into young adulthood. We engage in this important ritual across our country to celebrate academic achievement and scholarship. Tonight is about recognizing and celebrating your accomplishments. You have brought much life to Highland Park over these years. You are part of a proud tradition of graduates since 1964. You are a mighty class. The class of 2020 studied under the International Baccalaureate Program and coursework, competed at conference, state, national, and even international levels in activities such as athletics, history, science competitions, and more. You are an active class, playing sports, carrying out activities, and service projects, and even traveling internationally. You are a talented and generous class. While the class of 2020 will always be remembered as the class that faced the challenge of the coronavirus and continued studying via distance learning, that is not what defines you. What defines you is scholarship, service, caring, love, and talent. I hope that you take this talent and energy into the world as full participants and do us all proud. Let us look to the bright future ahead for our city, our state, our nation, the entire world, and of course, the class of 2020. We're also proud of what you have accomplished and what you will accomplish. I wish you the very best.
Greetings, Highland Park Senior High School graduates, class of 2020. I'm Joe Gothard, Superintendent of St. Paul Public Schools. What I just said, greetings, class of 2020, has been said and heard ad nauseum over the past several weeks. There have been many before you, too many to count. I'm sure in the chronicles of history, there have been spring commencements following or coinciding with prolific national or world events. In the last 100 years, none have come close to the class of 2020, and I hope that none ever do again. I speak to you with such sadness today. On these graduation celebrations that over my long career in education have always filled my heart. Well, my heart is full for you, your families, and your friends. I want to thank our incredible educators, leaders, and staff for giving their best efforts to each of you and our entire community during Governor Walz's executive order to create and implement a distant learning experience for Minnesota students. I must also express my deepest sorrow for those who have suffered from COVID-19, the sick and deceased, those who have lost jobs or find themselves stuck in a sea of uncertainty. I'm so very sorry. The origin of the word community goes back centuries, and in some of my brief research, the common people was a theme. When we think of community, we may think of our schools, our neighborhoods, or any other descriptor we use to define a common place. Class of 2020, you are far from common. You are unique, special, and strong. You possess talents in music, mathematics, ultimate frisbee, drawing, economics, languages from around the world, running, and so much more. You are amazing sons, daughters, sisters and brothers, nieces and nephews, cousins and neighbors. Class of 2020, you're somebody's best friend, maybe even more than just one. Frogtown, Highland, East Side, North End, Rondo, West Side, Mac Groveland, Summit U, Hamlin Midway are just some of the neighborhoods you live in and represent. All common, as in St. Paul, Minnesota, but each with their own histories, stories, culture, and pride. Class of 2020, you are part of a larger community of graduates across the country who were abruptly halted from your sprint to the graduation finish line. Our school closures forced each of you to face what was previously unheard of on a scale of this magnitude. Distance learning, asynchronous and synchronous instruction, Google Meet, Zoom, video chat, virtual graduation, all long-standing words or actions, but not part of our everyday high school vernacular. In those middle of March days, there were three things that immediately came to my mind. One, I have to do everything I can to help and support our teachers and staff. Two, our families need SPPS now more than ever. And three, I am not going to allow this global pandemic cause undue harm on any SPPS student, and especially the class of 2020. The culmination of your individual journeys has not been easy. You've missed some school and senior activities that you and your families have looked forward to. You've worked extremely hard to earn the ability to be a musical lead, starting shortstop, begin a new club, or debate like your heart's on fire. Senior year is to focus on the next steps of your journey, not to wish away the agony thrust on our community. Ending the final 14 weeks of your senior year of high school will always be what you have in common with your school and SPPS classmates. It will forever be one community you are part of. I wish you tremendous success in your futures. Likely, questions remain about summer and fall. I know you will continue to persevere, keep focused on your dreams and goals, and you will commit to success. I, along with our Board of Education, 6,000 SPPS staff, and our entire community believe in you. Congratulations, class of 2020.
My name is Efe Agbamu, Assistant Superintendent with the St. Paul Public Schools. It is true that this is not what any of you imagined when you started high school 4 years ago. It was unimaginable even a few months earlier. How is it possible the world could change so much in such a short period of time? But it has, and we have, and the circumstances compel us to gather this way today celebrating the end of your K-12 journey on a device. I had hopes that we will gather together in a vast auditorium, cheering and yelling and laughing and applauding as we have in years past. If you feel like, go right ahead. Do all of that or any of that right where you are. Laugh, applaud, yell, cheer one another. It's okay. We do need to acknowledge the losses, large and small, of the present time. Some of us have lost friends and family members. All of us have lost the pomp and circumstance of this major life milestone. And frankly, that stinks. Let me just put it out there. This coronavirus stinks. Dr. Tucker, colleagues, families, and of course, graduate of the Highland Park Senior High School class of 2020. Congratulations to you all. Move on and make this world a better place. You are all from different backgrounds. You've had different lived experiences, dreams, and aspirations. Today, you are moving on and out into a very different world. Yes, very different. You have made plans for next step. Perhaps attending college, 2 or 4 year, entering trade or certificate school, starting a business, or enlisting in the military. They are all good adventures and unlimited opportunities of you. Their nature and timing could be a little different, but make the best of it. Achieve the greatness that you are born to be. Stay open to the good in this world. And when all of COVID-19 is done, when it is over, the world will change for the better. And you are well prepared to be part of that change and a better world. Again, congratulations to all of you in the class of 2020. I wish you the best today and always. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tucker, Dr. Gothard, Dr. Agbamu, for the messages that you have and for the leadership that you provide for St. Paul Public Schools. Please next welcome Ms. Zuki Ellis. She is currently the clerk of the St. Paul Board of Education. She is also a proud Highland Park Senior High graduate.
Dr. Tucker, I am proud to bring you congratulations from the Board of Education. Once upon a time called the 90s, I was sitting, listening to speakers, waiting to graduate from Highland Park Senior High, just like you. Fast forward 20 plus years, this is a very strange time for everyone, and I am here with all of you to celebrate in person, virtually, not really, however you want to call this. I'm here to congratulate you, of course, but also to provide you with some context for your achievement. There are 264 students in this year's Highland Park Senior High School graduating class. For those of you going on to college, the schools you'll attend include Hamlin University, North Dakota State University, Century College, University of Wisconsin-Madison, Lewis and Clark College, University of St. Thomas, Bethel University, Johnson C. Smith University, and the United States Naval Academy. Another 6 of you will be joining the military. And many students will be taking a gap year to travel, work, and explore their interest outside of formal education. No one knows for sure where we'll be in the future. There's only one thing we can count on. In the words of the great Sam Cooke, a change is gonna come. Many of you have spent at least 13 years in our St. Paul Public Schools. If you are one of those students, I say to you and to your families, thank you. And thank you to those who have joined us at some point along the way. It's been an honor and a privilege to spend this time with you. And I hope that you have many happy memories. My hope for you is that your time in our schools, and most recently at Highland Park, has prepared you for whatever comes next. Remember to be flexible, adaptable, curious, and fearless. Listen, we don't know how this will end, and that means, or should I say, you can still help write the ending. With your smarts, your drive, your curiosity, your goodness, all of which I hope you have developed in our schools, you can help decide how the world is going to look when we get through this. Bring your passion for equity and your dedication to justice with you out in the wider world and use them to make it a better place. Don't forget where you came from, but don't be afraid to go someplace new. Keep your heart warm and your head high. Dedicate yourself to truth. Speak it. Don't just believe in science. Advance it. Don't just talk about what's right. Fight for it and live it. We are so proud of you, graduates. We can't wait to see how your future unfolds 20 plus years from this moment. Congratulations, Highland Park Senior High, Class of 2020.
By yon bonny banks and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on a gloaming, where me and me true love were ever wont to get, on the bonny, bonny banks of a gloaming. He'll take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye. But me and me true love will never meet again on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. 'Twas there that we parted in yon shady glen, on the steep, steep sides of Lomond, where thick and purple hue the Highland hills review, and the moon coming out in the gloaming. Oh, you'll take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye. But me and me true love will never meet again on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. We were the same and in such a die, 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 die.
This year's senior class council consists of Rueda Igal, Amelia Stensrud, Kaylin Johnson, Maya Bishop, Piper Gallivan, and Wilfredo Ortiz. Little did they know, when they were voted into these positions in the fall, that they would be leading this class through a historic spring. Now, they bring to you thoughts of the senior class of 2020.
Welcome, class of 2020. We did it. We made it through the ups and downs, we celebrated victories, and we shared sorrow. We did it together, apart. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Our class has overcome many obstacles throughout our lives. We entered into the world during the unsteady time of post 9/11. Then we started school and watched our parents suffer through the Great Recession. And now we are becoming adults and graduating high school in a pandemic. All these events have not made our lives easy, but they've all taught us something and made us grow into the young adults that we are today. We would like to take this moment to recognize our classmates who passed on sooner than expected. These students were such a bright light in our class. They taught us to never take our friends for granted and to always reach out if you felt people drifting away. They taught us to be grateful for the time that we have with loved ones and to take advantage of every second that we have. Although these classmates aren't here with us today, we would like to remember them in a positive light.
As mentioned before, we have been through and experienced a lot together throughout our lives, and even in the last few years alone. One of them, of course, being the coronavirus. Unfortunately, it took so many things away from us, including prom, and it's also the reason we are not able to give this speech right in front of you today. But seeing our strength overall and our strong will in keeping positivity is something we'll forever be proud to say we were a part of. We know this is incredibly unfortunate now, but obstacles like this will only make the seniors of 2020 stronger in every aspect. We have been in an era where standing up for what you believe in is more encouraged than ever before. Because of this, we have had walkouts and protests to do so. We walked out of school for gun restriction laws in order to protect schools, and we walked out to protest racism in our own community. Not to mention, we marched along with our teachers in order to demand a better environment for both students and teachers. Our pride for the amazing school we all attended together has definitely shown itself all over the years. Our appearance at football games, volleyball games, and basketball games never fails, no matter the outcome of the game. It makes me happy knowing that as we get older and accomplish different things in life, we as a class will never be shy to tell someone how amazing red and white really is.
Even with these challenges, our class has not gone without our fair share of things to brag about. Ever since freshman year, we have pushed ourselves to the limit in ways we never thought possible. We have done countless things to prove our strength to ourselves, our friends and families, our school, and the world we are stepping into. Our individual accomplishments not only make ourselves proud, but bring pride into the collective class. This hardworking spirit shows up everywhere in our lives. It has shown up in academics, where every year we have a full auditorium full of honor students. We have 42 students on track to receive the IB diploma. We have had countless collectives, late-night study sessions, and we have strong relationships with our amazing teachers who we learned so much from. It has shown up in the arts, where we have a strong community of talented individuals. Every year we show off our talent through the fall, winter, and spring plays. Our famous bench-talk performances, consistent displays of art keeping our hallways beautiful, and lockers that look like they came straight out of Hollywood Arts. It has shown up in athletics, where we proudly hold 3 out of 4 muskets. We have had so many talented individuals and teams go to state, representing our school to the whole state. It has shown up in our spirit. Everything we do, we always give 120%. Even now, with everything going on, we can bring positivity in so many ways to show the world that the class of 2020 has not given up. One of our biggest accomplishments will be that we beat every other class on having the best senior ditch day ever. And I'm not talking about our day at the Mall of America.
We'd like to thank everyone for this amazing school year. We'd like to thank Highland Park staff, our families, and our friends that have guided us through these stressful yet amazing 4 years. Out of all the classes, we have shown that even through hard times, we always stay united. Although our high school experience may be ending, the friendships that we have built will last a lifetime. It takes just 2 seconds to look through our Instagram to realize the amazing things our class has planned. We have friends going to every corner of the nation to further their education. We have friends taking a gap year to explore the world, and we have friends entering amazing jobs and already building their careers. What this has shown us is that we have a class full of people dedicated to pursuing their futures and are passionate about making the world a better place. We'd like to thank everyone for their hard work over these past 4 years. We have a lot to be proud of.
For that, we come here today virtually congratulating the success and the hard work that we have done and will continue to do in the future. Our class has truly brought kindness and generosity to Highland like no other class has. Being a part of the class of 2020 has taught us how to adapt to change and use the change to better ourselves and our community. For the future, we hope everyone continues to use the skills Highland has taught us and work towards making a positive impact on the world. We know this is a cliche, but time flies by fast and we have to realize that we have to make every moment count. So as you go on to the next stage of your life, make sure you live in the moment and never take anything for granted, because you truly don't know how long it'll last. In the words of Barack Obama, keep exploring, keep dreaming, keep asking why, don't settle for what you already know, never stop believing in the power of your ideas, your imagination, and your hard work to change the world. Don't forget, once a mighty Scotty, always a mighty Scotty.
I go show you Scott's prize to the whole world. Congratulations.
Thank you for the way you have combined the things of high school into your speech. Every year, the senior class votes for a faculty speaker. This year, they have chosen Mr. Timothy Hayes, an English teacher at Highland Park Senior High. So we welcome Mr. Hayes.
Hey seniors, congratulations class of 2020. Congratulations for all that you have done for the last 12 years, but most especially congratulations for what you have accomplished in the last 2 months. We are temporarily separate, but we are also permanently together through this experience. I've been thinking about what it looked like from your end. One day we're in school, the next day we're not. Initially, there's excitement, a couple days off, but then that excitement turns into apprehension and finally disappointment, knowing that we weren't going to come back. And I know that you're disappointed because of the things that you missed out on, but graduating is not just the last 2 months of school, it's all of school. So you have those memories as well, and you will have different memories of graduation, but memories, good memories nonetheless. As I was thinking about the experience from your end, also the experience of that first day of distance learning, when you opened up your screen and saw those 7 classes coming at you, a discussion to join, a chapter to read, a video to watch. And I imagine the temptation was to shut it back off and go back to bed. But that's not what you did. And I know that's not what you did because I have senior classes, and it's not what they did. They got to work, they figured it out. When the world turns upside down, you really have 2 choices. One, you can figure out how to put it right side up, or if not, then you learn how to walk on the ceiling. And so our world turned upside down, and we tried hard to turn it right side up, but we couldn't bring it to how it was. So in a sense, you had to learn how to walk on the ceiling, and you did a great job. And that's called resilience. It's a word that's been mentioned a lot lately, but it absolutely applies to you especially. So resilience is learned not necessarily by school. Resilience is learned through life and life experiences. And it's resilience, I think, is sort of like a muscle. The more that you use it, the stronger you become. The more times you are asked to be resilient, the more likely you will be resilient when the next time comes. And the next time will come, that's for sure. There is no doubt about that. But you have proven that when you need to be, you can be resilient. We don't know what it's going to look like next fall. We don't know what your school is going to look like, what your work is going to look like. The only thing we do know is that we'll get through it together like we have gotten through this together. And we also know that we can and you can be resilient. And so carry that with you into the future. You've done it once. If you need to, you will definitely be able to do it again. So congratulations, seniors, and one of these days we'll meet again face to face. Take care.
Thank you, Mr. Hayes. Now, this brings us to the best part of our program. Dr. Tucker, Ms. Allen, will you please confirm the diplomas for Highland Park Senior High, class of 2020?
Board members Ellis and Allen, it is my pleasure to present to you the graduating class of 2020. As principal of Highland Park Senior High School, I affirm to you that each graduating senior has met or exceeded the requirements for a high school diploma as set forth by the state of Minnesota, the Board of Education for St. Paul Public Schools, and Highland Park Senior High School.
By the power vested in me by the state of Minnesota and by the Board of Education of Independent School District 625, I hereby confer upon each of you the high school diploma with all its rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
you for joining us this evening. It is my honor to present to you Highland Park Senior High Class of 2020.
Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Everything's coming up pieces, pieces. If it's a dream, don't wake me, don't wake me. I said, hey, look, Ma, I made it. Friends are happy for me, or they're honeysuckle phonies. And they celebrate my medals, or they wanna take my trophies.